Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my friends, in this video, I will explain about the steering systems. Steering is the collection of components, link X, which allow an vehicle, car, motorcycle, the cycle, to follow the desired course and inception. Inception is the cause of rail transport by which rail tracks combines together with railroad switches, and also known as point in British English. Provide the steering function. The primary purpose of the steering system is to allow the driver to guide the vehicle. Introductions. The most conventional steering arrangement is the front wheels using a hand operated steering wheels which positioned in front of the driver via the steering column, which may contain universal joint, which may also be part of the collapsible steering column design, to allow it to deviate somewhat from a straight line. Other arrangements are sometimes found on different types of vehicles. For example, tiller or rear-wheel steerings, tracked vehicles such as bulldozer and tanks usually employ differential steerings. That is, the track are made to move at different speeds for or even in opposite direction, using clutches and brakes to bring about a change of course or direction. Land vehicle steerings, basic geometry, Ackermann steerings, bell crank steerings, rack and pinion steerings, short rack and pinion steering, The basic aim of steering is to ensure that the wheels are pointing in the desired directions. This is typically achieved by a series of the link X, routes, pivots, and gear. One of the fundamental concept is that of caster angles. Each wheel is steered with a pivot point ahead of the wheel. This makes the steering then be self-centering toward the direction or travel. The steering link X connecting the steering box and the wheel usually conform to a variation of Ackermann steering geometry. To account for the fact that in a Thor the inner wheel is actually traveling about a smaller radius than the other wheel, so that the degree of two suitable for driving in straight path is not suitable for dance. Uh, the angels the wheels make with vertical planes also influence the steering dynamics, as though the test rack and pinion, reciprocating ball, worm, and sector. Many modern cars use rack and pinion steering mechanism, we are steering wheel turn the pinion gear. The pinion moves the rack, which is a linear gear that meshes with the pinions, converting circular motion into linear motion along the transfer axis of the car. Side-to-side motion, this motion applies steering torque to swivel pin ball join the profile of kingpins of the stub axle of the steering wheel with T-roots as sore lever and collect of steering arm. The rack and pinion design has the advantage of a large degree of feedback and directing steering wheel. Disadvantage is that it is not adjustable, so that when indoors wear and develop less, the only car is the replacement. BMW began dual rack and pinion steering system in the 1930s, and many other European manufacturers adopted the technology. American automakers adopted rack and pinion steering beginning with the 1974 Ford Pinto. Although the shake was to main principle, the war and sector set and the screw knot both types were incised by reducing the friction. For screw and knot is the recirculating ball mechanism, which is still found on the trucks and utility vehicles. The steering column turns like screw which meshes with knot by recirculating balls. The knot moves a sector of a gear, causing it to rotate about its axis. The screw alternates and are attached to the axis of the sector minus the third arm, which is connecting the steering link egg and starter wheel. The recirculating ball version, the apparatus reduces considerable friction by placing large ball bearings between the screw and the nuts. And either of the apparatus, the ball exits from between the two pieces on the channel internal to the box, which connect them with the other, and the apparatus does the recirculates. The recirculating ball mechanism has the advantage promotes mechanical advantage, so that is one for unlike heavier vehicle, while and the rack and pinion was originally limited to smaller and lighter ones. Thanks. Don't forget like and subscribe.